Hola. Let's say you have a bacterial infection and diarrhea, and a lion is chasing you. How much energy should you put into fighting the infection, and how much energy should you put into running away from the lion? Hola, from Colombia. With the present great world confusion, I wish to do my part to accelerate the evolution of human consciousness. Please help by subscribing and sharing these videos. Thank you. Forget the immune system, because if the lion eats you, then the bacteria are his problem. So the issue is this: stress hormones shut off the immune system. If a blood sample is taken, it can be proven that we all have viruses, bacteria, and parasites in our blood all the time. So one can say, if I am infected, then why am I not sick? If your immune system is working properly, it will suppress these parasites and germs. However, the moment you start to shut off the immune system, then these organisms begin to start growing again. The idea that you can catch a disease is not really true. You already have the disease. Medical people call these germs and parasites opportunistic organisms. Therefore, when you are under stress, you shut off the immune system, and then you give these organisms the opportunity to make the disease. You get sick when you are under stress because you're not replacing the cells at the normal rate. The function of the stress hormones is to take the energy of the body and get it to run and fight. When you are under stress, you are less intelligent. Stress affects you in many different levels, but all of them result in shutting down your life. If you want wellness, it is not just the absence of stress. You need the joy and the love to go to growth. Everybody needs to grow every day. Even if you are 100 years old, you need to grow every day. The reason for this is that your cells are dying every day. Billions and billions of cells have to be replaced every 3 days. If you are in the middle place between joy and stress, you are not in growth and real health. Stress alone is not the problem. What we need is true love, life, and joy. All of this is based on perception, on how you respond to the world. And therefore, the most important question is, where do our perceptions come from? Number one, genetics. We get instincts we are born with. You do not have to teach a child how to pull his hands out of a fire. It is also various complicated instincts. For example, when a baby is born, every baby can swim from the moment it's born. If we're all born with the ability to swim, then why do we have to teach children how to swim? Because it is related to the second source of perception, and that is number two, the subconscious mind, where our learned habits and learned experiences are recorded. When a baby is very young, the parents are afraid that the baby will drown. Every time the baby goes near the water, the parents, the baby is by the water. The baby hears the parents get very excited. So the baby learns that the water is dangerous and now has a fear of water. The learned behavior can override the instincts. Number three, the third source of perception is the conscious mind, which is different than subconscious mind. The subconscious mind has learned habits, The conscious mind is creative. When you are conscious, you can rewrite the instincts and the experiences of your life. It is most important to recognize that what we are not using enough of in our world today is consciousness. 95% or more of our life is controlled by the habits of the subconscious mind. So the question is there more in the mother's blood than just nutrition? And the answer is yes, emotions. The chemistry of emotions, the stress hormones, and all the other factors that control the mother's body also go into the placenta and affect the fetus. If the mother is happy, the chemistry of happiness makes the baby happy. If the mother is stressed or angry, the baby is stressed and angry. The baby's brain starts learning halfway through pregnancy, so the emotional patterns and behaviors of the mother are being learned by the baby. For most people, 1% of their day is in the conscious mind. Therefore, every day you create only from your creation mind, your conscious mind, 1% of what is going on in your life. Therefore, 95 to 99% of your life comes from your programming and your subconscious mind. At least 95% of your day, you will sabotage your life. The subconscious job is to create reality out of the program, and therefore, if you have negative programming, 95% of the day, you will create that negative experience in your life. The conscious mind and the subconscious mind work together. Whatever the conscious mind focuses on, it can control. But what it is not focusing on, the subconscious mind controls. Most of our day, we're thinking about the future or thinking about the past with the conscious mind. If the conscious mind is not paying attention to the present now, then everything you're doing during the day is being run by the program. The problem is that the conscious mind is not paying attention and it does not see the programming being played by the subconscious mind. Example. When you first get into a car with a driver permit, you do not know how to drive a car. Therefore, you are very conscious of everything, watching everything as you're trying to drive. Now you have driven for 15 years and you can have a passenger in a car and the conscious mind will be in a conversation, and then 10 minutes later when you look out the window you realize you did not pay attention for the last 10 minutes. This applies to all of our activities every day. Most of every day you are not playing programs that you personally want. You are playing programs that you got from other people. When your life does not work, you say that the universe does not support me, and yet the truth is that it is your own behavior that sabotages your life. So, you decide if out of fear you surrender your soul, which is the true you, the unconquerable, sovereign, and eternal spirit, and give yourself to the external authorities, seeking their protection in the form of a vaccine, I will only remind you that whoever gives up their freedom in exchange for security will lose both of them. And most importantly, you will lose the connection with your soul. The return to normal will never happen, whether we know it or not, whether we like it or not. Social, medical, political, economic, legal, geological, and cosmic upheavals will intensify. This is not surprising when one understands that the purpose of the earth is spiritual. It is the place of the manifestation of the divine directly in matter, a universal first taking place now. And Homo sapiens is the transitional species that is designed to consciously experience this change in their own physical body. Due to my peaceful non-cooperation, I went to prison. I describe my prison experience in my book, True Freedom is Inside of Me. Please visit my bilingual website. The only solution is very simple. I must connect to my true self, my soul. Easy to say, not so easy to do. Please go into action now and make the choice between listening to your ego mendacious mind and the external authorities, or listening to your soul, the internal authority. I consult and offer tools so that you can find your individual solution by making contact with your soul. Your soul will then effectively guide you through the upcoming, long-lasting, turbulent transition. Infinite love.